1-0 down. 1-0 down. And it's been coming, blood. It's been coming, bruv. We're finished, bro. We are finito.
What a hang on, sake.
And here, it's a goal.
Yeah!
Finito. Just open, fam. Just open.
Ah!
Finito.
Look at these clowns! Look at them! I hate this man! I hate him! I hate them! Look at that fat pig!
Finito.
Welcome back to the Fan Channel Review Show. Hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribing. Get those bell notifications turned on as well. A crazy night of football. A crazy night of football. We've got something to talk about. But in the Fan Channel community, it was a weird night. Garnacho, Rashford, Ahmad, Mark Goldbridge at the middle of it. Who's the Man United leak? We're going to be revealing that later in the show. First and foremost, let's listen to what Expressions had to say yesterday after their game.
We cannot go on like this, blood. We cannot go on like this, fam.
We hope you do.
Rangers, we made them look like the mighty morphin Power Rangers, and we were parties today, fam. We were getting Vossi bops all around the Ibrox, and it's embarrassing. This club have turned me into an atheist. I have no faith in them. How can everyone suck today? It's like the manager fielded a team full of vacuums. I couldn't believe it. Whether it's the players or the tactics, it's not working.
I think it is a combination at this point, there's no doubt. But I heard Big Ange just slagging off Timo Werner. And I get it. Werner was awful and has been awful. But this is where I look at it and think, that in my opinion, I just can't imagine Big Ange sitting down and going, right, we've got a big selection of attackers you could pick. I can't imagine him picking Werner. The fact that Tottenham got him on loan in the first place and then re-signed him on loan, it's one of the worst. All of our clubs have signed players that are bad. But imagine signing a flop. Imagine signing someone who's flopped. He flops, and then you re-sign him again. It's crazy.
Rangers, they ain't got a better team than us in general or on the field today. But they made us look like we were drunk. Good defending. We got no shape. Like Gemma Collins, fam. The
Bring up the GC.
attacking, toothless. We're like Krillin from Dragon Ball Z. Mark Briscoe. Once again, our captain was synonymous. I feel like I'm supporting Alaska FC because I can't find Sunblood. I can't find him. Our wingbacks looking like page 3 models in the sun, exposed. Honestly, Poro's been cooked to the point where Nando's have got a new spice on the menu for him. Poro'd, fam. Destiny, brothers looking like Trick Williams. What happened to him, fam?
Do you know what? I remember Spurs fans less than a year ago saying that Udogie, genuinely, they would say some of them were saying best left back in the world. Some were saying in Europe. Many were saying in the Premier League. This is why you should never get ahead of yourself with young players. You can talk about the talent, you could talk about the potential, but never make the claims. Mainu at Man United, there is the potential for him to become one of the best midfielders in the world, but he isn't one yet. The talent is there, the ability is there, but he isn't there yet. And Udogie, I think he's really been found out. I really do.
Honestly, bro, forget the inverting, outvert and defend, blood. It's peak. I know we aren't full strength, but it's like this team got no strength. Our summer was reminiscent of a man incarcerated, fam. We had more restrictions than the social media in China, fam.
Go check out the rest of the match reaction from X on his channel, Expressions Oozing, right now. I get the frustration and anger, and I know it was only a draw last night. It wasn't a defeat. But that's one win in, I've just looked at this morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One win in their last 8 games. There's 4 defeats and 3 draws in that. Next up, they go away to Southampton. They should be winning. Then they play Man United in the League Cup. That's going to be an interesting game. Then they play Liverpool. Then they're away to Forest. It is conceivable that they don't pick up another win in the next 4 games. It is very, very conceivable. They should beat Southampton. They probably should beat Manchester United. But let's see if they will. Give us your thoughts, feelings, and opinions below. Up next, let's take a listen here to what Flex how Flex and KG reacted to Man United's goal being conceded yesterday. Take a little look.
Oh, no, you idiot! I swear to God, if they fucking score from this, you prick! You fucking idiot!
That was me. I was watching the game. We weren't great in the first half, but we were comfortable in terms of controlling the game. And then that moment happened. And you think, oh, no. Generally, with our lack of mentality to come back, I totally get it.
I don't know what happened.
What the I didn't know what happened. That's also what happens when you do watch along sometimes. You'll be reading a comment, you'll be checking on the stream in some way, and then you look up and... But KG almost looks a little bit like... I don't want to say too much because Flex is fuming.
What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? I didn't even see what happened. What the hell are you doing? You fool! Stop drinking the water. You don't deserve no water.
You don't deserve any water. You don't deserve water. That's funny. That is funny. Look, it was awful. That part of the game was awful. And he's been on a lot of the lists, Onana, of a player that's kind of untouchable, according to the Man United board. I think they've got to reassess that. I think they have to reassess that, in my personal and humble opinion. But I want your thoughts and feelings below. Now, along with Man United last night, listen, it can't be a normal day with this football club. We won the game. And overall, I was in a good mood. I was chilling. I had the Spurs game on in the background. I was doing a bit of Crimbo shopping, had a bit of music on. I was having a chilled evening. And suddenly I'm seeing all these leak stories everywhere. And we're going to go into it in a bit of detail. But the accusations I'm seeing are crazy. It's Rashford, it's Ahmad, it's Garnacho. In fact, really, it's like Mark Goldbridge orchestrating all of it behind the scenes. Some believe it's fake, some believe it's clout chasing. And then you get the other YouTubers jumping in thinking, well, I can score points here and maybe gain some followers. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, in what way does this improve the football club? How do these, as fans, I always feel like we're trying to give opinions and we don't, sometimes in the heat of the moment, after a loss, you might say something you don't quite mean. You know, Flex there, he doesn't actually mean Onana doesn't deserve water. It's in that moment. I get it. Absolutely makes sense. We've all been there. But we win a football match. I don't see how the way these leaks have been revealed helps Man United in any way, shape, or form. And I'm going to tell you as to why. But let's take a little look at this, right? The first thing I saw was this. Now, somebody is claiming that this is Alejandro Garnacho, who says, bro, I'm not starting. I have no idea why. He then responds and says who's playing. Xerxes Rashford, bro. I've tried hard every match and been disrespected by fans and dropped by the manager. So the person replies with, your time will come, trust. Now, they're saying this is Garnacho. My first challenge back in straight away, don't show a screenshot like that. There are dozens and dozens of websites online where you can make fake reactions. In fact, you could just change the time on your phone, the settings on your phone, change the time, and then you and a mate could text and take a screenshot of it. I mean, this is the problem with it. What you need to do is it needs to be a screen recording. And what you need to do is screen record. You need to go into it, show that it's Garnacho's number, show that he messaged you, prove it's the real time, and then you've got to prove it's actually Garnacho's phone number, right? You can't just change your contact name. You've got to prove it. If you're gonna reveal it and say it's Garnacho, you've got to completely and utterly prove it. In my personal opinion. There was a second one that came out as well that was like it was deleted off Twitter, but it was meant to be a screenshot where this time round, a different person has said, don't say, is acting like it's Rashford that's a leak, but the person leaking the information has said, don't say it's Rashford, it's not, it's Diallo. Or they're saying it isn't Rashford, it's actually Diallo that's leaking the news. Which would, by the way, if this one is true, it would make this text from Garnacho wrong, unless they're both leaking information. So is it Ahmad? Is it Garnacho? Okay, we're not too sure. And then there was these. I think these are tweets, and then there's some Instagram posts here as well, talking about it being Garnacho again. And if I'm being honest with you, I'll be blunt. As far as I can see, there's absolutely zero proof here whatsoever. Because if you look at the one on the left-hand side, that might be a screenshot of DMs from Garnacho, okay? But if you look at the colour of the and the sort of length and shape of the blurred images underneath, they don't match. You can see, for instance, one on the underneath in the blurred area, it looks like it's got a like emoji and a heart emoji to react to it. You can't see that in the interactions on either of these screens. So, from me, maybe this is a grown man. Absolutely zero, in my opinion, evidence that Rashford, Ahmad, or Garnacho has leaked that information. Now, maybe they have. And if you think it's in the best interest of the club to reveal this leak, do it wholeheartedly. Prove it's that person. Because I actually agree that an hour or 2 hours before a game, leaking out lineups is bad. It gives opposition opportunities to adjust their tactics and system to impact us. On top of that, moaning and slagging the manager off, that stuff should all be in-house. It shouldn't be coming out. And if he's messaging kind of random faceless Twitter people, it's even worse. So if Garnacho, if Ahmad, if Rashford is doing this, and you think it's for the betterment of the football club, out it. But you've got to go to full hog. I don't believe any of it until I actually see, genuinely, until I actually see that it's that person. I've had this many times where people have, this is Terry's, there was an account a few years back called the FPL Index, and it was like an in the know, and everybody thought it was me. It's Terry, it's Terry, it's Terry, it's Terry, it's Terry. It never was, just because this person started retweeting some of my stuff, right? I always felt that was an op retweeting my stuff, so everyone thought it was me. So it's a very clear, it's a simplistic tactic in that way. But what I did, I said to anyone who asked me, I said, ask me to do something with my phone to prove it isn't me. Or screen record yourself doing da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So I did. Sent it to him. Oh, yeah, fair enough, it's not you. And that's my point here. If I was revealing this, I mean, you're not revealing a source. You are the fucking source. You're saying it's the player. And if the person's giving you this information, I don't even get why you're out on them anyway if they're supposedly your bro and your mate. I'm confused. None of it makes any sense. If I was good friends, how those texts read, with the United footballer, and he was moaning to me about something, if I'm indeed someone who's close to him and knows him, I wouldn't expose it anyway. Because they're not reaching out for you to write an article in a newspaper. You're not a fucking journalist. I'm not a journalist. I'm a YouTuber. But they're not reaching out for you to say, please spread this news. None of it makes any sense. So do I think Goldbridge is the leak? No. Do I think any of those players are the leaks? No. This is just opportunistic bullshit online because Man United won. And as we know, there's a lot of negative, toxic Man United fans out there. That doesn't mean people you can't criticise, who love it when we lose because they get more interactions, they get, they earn money from it. Man United win, their impressions are down, their TikTok views are down, their YouTube views are down, so they have to find a different thing to create drama about. And that's all this is, in my opinion, until I see actual proof. This is all bullshit. The club don't need the noise. It's done nothing to help Manchester United because there's zero proof. It's a madness. Listen, everyone, you take care of yourselves. Hit the like and the share button. We'll see you. Straight facts. Remember, come back for straight facts. Dan Lawless has got to do the one chip challenge because he came bottom again.